and to know the rules. By now, you should have all downloaded the Ironman 70.3 Dubai Athlete Guide. Please make yourself familiar with all the contents in that Athlete Guide. The whole point of having rules, the whole point of the Athlete Guide, the whole point of the race briefing is to ensure a safe race for everybody, a fair race for everybody, and a level playing field. So please listen up carefully. If you have any questions, our race directors and our head race referee will be here to take your questions at the end of the briefing. Everything we say that applies to the individuals also applies to our team competitors. There's just one or two small differences for team competitors, and I'll talk you through those specifics. Likewise, at our Race Village registration and expo just up the Jumeirah Public Beach, we have an info booth there. If there's anything you need to know, we can talk you through that as well. So please listen up carefully. Here we go. Go back again. So this is the team, some of the team that make all the noise. Abbas Musa is our race director for Ironman 70.3. Abbas and his team here at the Ironman 70.3 Middle East have been working extremely hard to create an incredible race experience for you. And this welcome banquet here at the Jumeirah Beach Hotel with this food, this stage, this race briefing is all part of that great experience. Indeed, a big round of applause. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause that we need is for the volunteers. There'll be more than 1,000 volunteers working this weekend for you. So give the volunteers a big shout out. Make some noise. So just about a 10-minute walk from here is the Jumeirah Public Beach. That's where the Ironman Race Village is. You'll see the red carpeted transition zone, the beautiful red carpet and the finish line. Wonderful expo, the Ironman official merchandise. Your registration, for those of you who've not yet registered, it's just up where the public beach is. It'll be open again tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. and it will be impossible to register on race day Friday. Inside your race packs, you receive all the important bits and bobs. For example, the official event swim cap, the race number, your bib number, which is the big number with standby. I'll get there. The bib number, very important, the bib number you wear on the bike facing backwards and on the run facing forwards. At the Ironman 70.3 Dubai, wearing the bib number on the bike is compulsory. So make sure that that is packed in your blue bike bag. With regards to the swim cap, yes, we will be issuing those swim caps sometime before 7 a.m. Friday morning. You receive all your stickers. You've got a sticker for the helmet, you've got a sticker for your bike, and you've got stickers for your transition bags, the white streetwear bag, the blue bike bag, and the red run bag. These stickers are the only means of identifying your gear. You receive your athlete wristband. Please keep your athlete wristband on at all times. That is your all-access ticket to everything Ironman 70.3 Dubai this race week. And then you receive the number tattoos. Those number tattoos are optional. However, I recommend you wear them because it's like being at a championship. Additionally, it takes steel wool and petrol to get it off, which means you're going to have a great tan when you finally do get it off, and everybody's going to ask you, what's that from? And you can go, I did Ironman 70.3 Dubai. I mentioned your bib number. On the reverse of the bib number, we'd like you to complete any medical details you need us to know, as well as an emergency contact number. Please complete that in pen on the reverse of your bib number. If for whatever stage you drop out of the race, make sure that you advise an Ironman team member. When you are racing, we are continually monitoring the progress of your timing chips over our timing mats. And if suddenly we see you not registering, we worry that perhaps something happened to you. If once we start searching for you, we find you inside the Jumeirah Beach Hotel having a wonderful 5-star breakfast, we get a little bit grumpy. You will be invoiced for the cost of the search and rescue, and you face a possible ban from Ironman racing. So please, if for whatever reason you withdraw from the race, advise an Ironman race official. Sticker your bike, ideally on the seat post or the brake cable, so that it's visible to our photographers and our race officials. You need a sticker on your helmet so that we get awesome pictures of you dueling in the desert and racing up and down our Ironman 70.3 race course, thanks to the team from Finisher Picks. The only means of identifying your transition bags are with the stickers that we provide. You need the blue and the red bags fully packed tomorrow for when you come to bike check-in. The white bag you only need on race day morning to put your dry clothes in so that you have them to put on at the end of the race. Wristband is key. Individual athlete wristband is red, team athlete wristband is green. This is your all-access card. Do not take it off and don't lose it. Bike check-in tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. We have specific entrances for our pro and our AWA athletes. Then we have the entrance for all our amazing amateur age group athletes. You've got your dedicated bike racks which are numbered. Our VIP athletes, you get early low number racking near the pros as well. You can only check in tomorrow. There's no check-in possible on race day morning. You must check in tomorrow. What will happen is all your stickers will be on your helmet, your bike, and your transition bags. You will arrive at bike check-in with your helmet on your head, chin strap fastened, a race-ready roadworthy bike, your blue bike bag with everything you need for the bike in that blue bag, and your red run bag with everything you need for the run in that bag. Once the officials have checked your helmet, make sure you leave your helmet in the blue bike bag overnight, and your bib number must also be in that blue bike bag. So that's what you'll do. Don't wear your sunglasses. I always recommend that you wear your bib number so that's easily visible to the officials when you come to bike check-in. And be sure, just go back quickly, Gordy, be sure, 1,500 of you have flown into Dubai to do this race. That means your bikes have been in bike bags, bike boxes. Please remember that it is your responsibility to ensure that your bikes are roadworthy and race ready. Make sure your seat post bolts are tightened, your stem bolts are tightened, your skewers are tightened, your brakes work properly. I remember a situation at the Ironman 70.3 Cascais in Portugal, walking through the transition zone, still in the dark on race day morning, and on the pro racks was just a saddle and a seat post. And lying on the ground was the bicycle. Okay? This athlete didn't tighten the seat post properly. We quickly put it back together for the athlete. The athlete didn't know until afterwards, but please make sure your bike is roadworthy. So looking at the flow for how you'll come to check-in, the top of the screen is the sea, the bottom of the screen is the running path and the road. That side is where we are here at the Jumeirah Beach, and this side is close to the finish line. So you will enter the transition closest to the Jumeirah Beach Hotel. First, you will rack your bike. Rack your bike according to your race number. Relays, your bike racks are closest to the change bags. Once you've racked your bike, make your way to where you hang your bags, hang your run bag, hang your bike bag, and you will exit closest to the finish line, and on your way out, you will receive your timing chip. Please be sure that you put your timing chip on and put it on your left ankle, opposite side to the drivetrain of your bicycle. Just a reminder about bike check-in. You'll need a bike, helmet is compulsory, your blue and red bags, bib number. Bib number stays in the blue bag overnight. These all stay in transition. However, if you've forgotten anything or you need to check something, you have full access to your transition bags and your bicycle on race day morning. Official swim practice is happening tomorrow between 9:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. Even though your swim start is here on race day, the official swim practice is outside Race Village. Okay, so you will do your swim practice right at the top where the swim out will be. So please be sure that if you want to do the official swim practice, you head up there. You need to have already been registered for the event. You need to make sure you've got your wristband on. You need a brightly colored swim cap. And we will have swim safety crew present, but you swim at your own risk, as one does at all public beaches. Let's talk about race day, that day that you've all worked so hard for. The day hopefully all your dreams come true. First up, we don't have designated official parking spaces. So choose places that are convenient and that are legal. As a matter of fact, what I recommend is ideally you want to be dropped off or come down in a cab, or even better, get yourself a room at the Jumeirah Beach Hotel. It's a little walk up the road. Get up nice and early, have a decent breakfast, stick to what you normally do. Don't forget your timing chip around the left ankle and the official event swim cap, which you will get before you start your race. And stick to your plan. Don't do anything drastically different. Transition opens at 5 a.m., which means you've got 90 minutes to get everything completed in the transition zone. 6:30, the transition zone closes, and everybody will walk from our race village. It takes about 10 minutes. You'll walk your way down here. You won't need to come through reception of the hotel. We've got these big gates we'll be opening up at the far end of the Jumeirah Beach Hotel. You'll come past the tennis courts and the swimming pools. You'll walk along this path, and we will guide you with volunteers and signs onto the beach where you will start your race. Before you leave transition, check your bags, check your equipment, put your computer on your bike. For those of you experienced at riding with your pedals already, your shoes already clipped into your pedals, do that. Put your bottles on, put your nutrition on, put your spares on. Check your bike bags, pump up the tires, and you should be good to go. We do provide track pumps for you, but if you bring your own pumps, please, there is no storage for those pumps, and they cannot go in the white streetwear bags. So if you bring your own pump, you must give it to somebody who can look after it for you. So we will be taking your white streetwear bags. As you leave the transition zone and make your way here, you can leave your white streetwear bags with us. And we will leave them where you did registration. That's where the white streetwear bags will be waiting for you at the end of the race. So get into your wetsuit, put all your dry gear in your white bag, and leave it at transition before you walk down here towards us. For the relay teams, there's a designated handover area inside the transition where the swimmer transitions to the biker, and when the biker comes back, the biker hands over to the runner. Your timing chip is your baton. But even the swimmer must wear the timing chip around the ankle so that it registers over the mats. Biker will have bib number on already at the back. Runner can have the bib number on at the front. And you need to be ready to rock and roll. Okay. So,
is everybody ready?
Somebody competing with me. Yes, we're ready. Are you ready? I feel sorry for them because we're a lot louder than they are. Any case, as I was saying, your timing chip is the baton, okay? The cyclist can be completely dressed, bike shoes on, helmet on, chin strap fastened, cool sunglasses, shaved legs, the whole story. The cyclist can be standing by ready. The runner does not have to wait in the handover area all morning. But you better make sure you are there by the time your cyclist gets there. Otherwise, I think you might ruin the friendship. The relay handover area is just next in between our transition bags. So the swimmer will come out the water, follow the path that the individuals go, hand over to the cyclist. The cyclist will then run out of the changing area, grab their bike, and push it out of the bike out. Likewise, when the cyclist is finished, cyclist comes in, racks the bike, runs to the handover area, hands over the timing chip, and off they go. Just another quick look at your transition. You'll come from the swim, up through the beach, into the transition, turn right, get changed, off you go, grab your bike, and leave it bike out. Come in from the bike, rack your bike, grab your running gear, get changed, and you'll leave out for the run closest to the finish line. What I need to tell you about transition is you will pack your own transition bags and you hang your own transition bags. So you will come out of the swim, strip out of the wetsuit, pack it into your blue bag, wetsuit, swim cap and goggles, and when you've finished, re-hang your bag yourself on your numbered position. Likewise, when you're done with the bike, you go to your red run bag, you grab it, put helmet in the red bag, move the bib number to the front, on with your running shoes, any surplus equipment in the red bag, re-hang the red bag yourself. Gordy, if you can go back one slide. Yeah, thanks. If you need to get fully changed, i.e. completely naked, we have change tents just behind the relay area. If you are using the change tent area because you require a full changeover, there is a drop zone for you to drop the bag. You do not need to go all the way back and hang it. Okay, so rule of thumb is pack your own bag, hang your own bag. If you're getting fully changed, which requires you to be naked, you cannot be naked in public, you get changed in the change tent and there's a drop zone there for your bags. Let's talk about the swim. It is a one loop 1.9K swim. You have 1 hour and 10 minutes to complete that swim. When we measured the water temperature today, it was 23 degrees Celsius, which means for age group amateurs, it is wetsuit legal. We confirm the water temperature on race day morning. Be prepared for any eventuality, but most likely it will stay around about 23 degrees Celsius. We will start you just over here in this area, the beautiful Burj Al Arab as your backdrop. You'll swim around the harbor wall of the marina and you'll keep all the buoys on your right shoulder as you swim towards the race village at the Jumeirah Public Beach. Your time starts when you cross the timing mat. It is a rolling swim start. Seed yourselves according to your expected swim ability. And the minute your timing chip goes over the timing mat, your 1 hour and 10 for the swim, your 8 hours 30 for swim bike run starts then. Okay? If at any stage in the swim you're in discomfort, lie on your back, pump your fist in and out of the air, and a member of the water safety team can come to your assistance. You're allowed to accept that assistance. This does not mean your race is over. So you can hold on to the kayak or the paddleboard or the boat. And the minute you've regained your composure, stretched out your cramp, whatever the case may be, if the water safety member deems you fit to continue, you may continue racing. Okay, so seek assistance if you require it. That does not mean your race is over unless we tell you it is over. You'll leave the marina and make your way to the beach up near the race village. We will confirm the water temperature on Friday morning. You may not wear your bib number with your wetsuit, so you may not swim with the bib number on, but you must bike with it on, and you must run with it on. You may not use anything that goes over the wrist, nothing that webs your feet or webs your hands, so nothing over the ankle, nothing over the wrist. You may not wear full compression socks. You may only wear the calf guards. So you may only wear calf guards that go between ankle and knee. Full socks are not allowed. If you wish to wear full compression socks, you must put those on in T1 at the end of the swim before the bike. We do have a warm-up area. You'll be able to warm up here in the sea before we start the race. Make sure that you do warm up properly. It's good to elevate the heart rate, get the blood flowing, and get all the oxygen into the muscles that you need to start the race. Start your swim gently, build into your rhythm, and off you go. Rolling swim start. Look at the timing boards and follow the instructions of the volunteers. Please be honest and realistic in how you seed yourself. It ensures that you're swimming with people of a similar ability. It reduces the athlete density in the water and makes for a much more pleasant experience. Wait in the pre-start area, move steadily towards the start gates, and you will be on your way. Once you've been through the start gate, don't suddenly stop at the beach. Admire the view, fiddle with your goggles. Once you're over that timing mat and through the start gates, you are racing. And remember, there's 2,500 people in this race, so be aware of the athletes around you. Our professional men start 7 o'clock, the professional women 3 minutes later, and you start at 7:10. Rolling swim start. Relays, we like you to start at the back in the last pen, please. There are 6 gates that you'll be lining up in, and we have 6 athletes every few seconds on their way. There's a big screen and there's an audio countdown that sets you on your way. So on the beach, we'll have these start corrals. The fastest swimmers are closest to the start, and so we work our way back. quicker than 25 minutes, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 50 to 55, 55 to an hour. There's 25, 30, and 30, 35 as well. So we seed you according to your expected ability. Please be honest and realistic about where you decide to stand. Once you're done with the swim, you grab your blue bike bag, you get changed, put your wet gear in the bag, rehang it, run your way to your bike, ensure that your helmet is on and chin strap is fastened before you touch your bike. Make sure your bib number's on and it's facing rearwards. Push your bike through the transition zone, and only when you are over the mount line may you start cycling. Wonderful bike course, pretty much downhill considering that the elevation is only 220 meters, flat as a pancake, brilliant surface, potential for a little bit of wind, although the weather forecast for Friday looks amazing. So take advantage of racing out into the desert. What a special, special place to race. Out and back, 45 out, 45 back. You have a total time of 1 hour and 10 for the swim and 5 hours and 30 to swim, transition, and bike. Your transitions form part of your total time. We do have to cooperate with the authorities in terms of road closures and reopening the roads, so we have time of day cutoffs. Everybody needs to be through kilometer 49 by 11:15 a.m. Friday morning. Everybody needs to be through kilometer 68 by 12 p.m. Friday morning. We have mechanics out on the course. They've got a lot of spares, but rule of thumb is you need to be able to do the basics yourself. You need to be largely self-sufficient. View the mechanics as sort of your last stop saloon. Also understand there's 2,500 of you and there's 90K of bike course. You can't just put up your hand and boom, the mechanic is there. Okay, so be patient, but be able to do the basics yourself. Aid stations, kilometer 22, kilometer 50, kilometer 68, kilometer 81. Please do not litter. 50 meters before every aid station and 50 meters after every aid station, we have the drop zones, the litter zones. So as you enter the aid station, you can discard, grab fresh, refill. As you leave the aid station, discard again. We do have toilets at all aid stations as well. Thank you. Let's just look at the map where we are at. Out and back, you'll see first aid station is pretty halfway on your way out. Second aid station is just after the turnaround. We have a third and a fourth on the way back. It's always liquids, energy products, fruits, and liquids again. All liquids are given to you in bike-specific bottles. Then you're done with the bike and you're back here at the Jumeirah Public Beach. You get off your bike at the dismount line and push your bike into transition. Please rack your bike again according to your number at your parking spot. You'll run your way through transition, grab your red run bag, unpack it, make sure helmet goes into that red run bag, running shoes on, visor on, smile on, bib number to the front, rehang your bag, and you leave and you're out into the 21.1 run course. 1.5 loops of the run course, okay? So you're going to do a very long loop and then you do a shorter loop. You will get 2 wristbands. Only once you have the second wristband do you know it's then, when you come near the finish line, your turn to head onto the finish line. Elevation is flat as a pancake, and you have a total time, 1 hour and 10 swim, 5 hours 30 swim, transition, bike, 8 hours 30 swim, T1, bike, T2, finish. Lots of aid stations as well. You basically have 8 opportunities to go to an aid station. Again, no littering allowed. We have litter zones before and after the aid station. Once again, it is liquids, it is more liquids, it is energy products, snacks and fruits. We have goo gels, goo bars, we have Pepsi with caffeine and sugar in it. We give you wings as well, thanks to the team at Red Bull, and we have sponges there to rinse yourself off. The rules and regulations to ensure a safe and fair race for everybody. Drafting is not allowed. This is a non-draft race. The draft zone is 12 meters. Front wheel of the bike in front of you to your front wheel needs to be 12 meters, basically 6 bike lengths. Once you start the pass, you have 25 seconds to move alongside the athlete you are passing. When your front wheel is level with theirs, their responsibility to drop back and you merge back to the right and off you go. Once you start the pass, you must complete the pass. The athlete being passed, once they've been passed, they must drop back. Keep right, pass left, never more than 2 athletes side by side other than during a pass maneuver. The litter zones, 50 meters before and 50 meters after. If you are caught littering, you will get a blue card, which is a 5-minute penalty in the penalty tent. You get a 5-minute penalty, blue card for littering. You get a 5-minute penalty, blue card for drafting. 3 cards and you are disqualified. You may not relieve yourselves in public. Please use the toilets provided before the race, at every aid station, and at the race finish. No electronic devices other than the watch on your wrist and the computer on your bike. No cameras, no GoPros, none of that is allowed. No mobile phones. A yellow card is a 30-second penalty to be served in the penalty tent. This is for having your zip too far down, for blocking, for minor infringements like that. Please listen to the referees. Blue card, 5 minutes for littering and drafting. Red card is a DQ, crossing the center white line. Dangerous behavior, unsportsmanlike behavior. And electronic devices, coaching, pacing, outside assistance. These things will see you red carded. The referee will tell you what color card you've got. It's your responsibility to know the color card you got. It's your responsibility to go to the penalty tent. There's one penalty tent, and that is in the transition zone. If for whatever reason you wish to lodge an appeal or protest, you can do so between 4 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. with our chief race referee in our race village. It'll cost you $200. If you are successful, your money will be reimbursed. If not, we keep the money. Some more rules and regulations. On the run course, there are no penalty tents. It's a stop-and-go penalty on the spot. Nobody may pace you or run alongside you or coach you. You may not relieve yourself in public. Your upper body must be covered. Your zip cannot go below your sternum. The cutoff times again: swim 1 hour 10, bike 5 hours 30, swim, bike, run 8 hours 30 minutes. The Ironman finish line is a wonderful place. It's an intimate place. It's a place to celebrate your achievements. Please do not bring anyone down the finish line with you. If you bring a family member, a friend, a pet down the finish line with you, you will be disqualified. Please, only athletes competing in the race may be allowed down the finish line. Once you're done, you'll receive your medal. In the Ironman finish area, you'll receive your medal. You make your way to where registration was. That's where your white bags will be waiting for you. That's where you get your finisher gift. That's where you get your meal vouchers, and then you hang out. We've got showers. We've got everything for you there. Wonderful place to spend your afternoon and celebrate all the other athletes still racing. Between 1:30 p.m. and 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon, you'll be able to take your bikes out of the transition zone, as well as collect your blue and red bags. You need your athlete wristband and your bib number, as well as your timing chip to get your gear out of the transition. Your timing chip will be taken from you at the transition zone when you collect your gear. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we all come back here on Friday evening for the award ceremony. We start at 7:30 p.m., pros, relays, age groupers, and we'll also be doing the World Championship slot allocation right here Friday nights. We have 60 slots to the Ironman 70.3 World Championship in Nice, and we have an additional 25 slots for women only. Thank you to the Women for Try program. Those will be awarded here Friday evening. You need to be in person. You need a valid credit card. It's $425 plus the active fee. Remember, the team at Finisher Picks will be capturing your memories, so make sure you're always smiling and looking good. And all that's left to say is, if you have any questions, Mas, Nico, Michi, they're here to take your questions. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to Ironman 70.3 Dubai. Have yourselves a wonderful evening and good nights. So, ladies and gentlemen, the swim caps, we've just been advised, you will receive your swim caps tomorrow with your timing chip after bike check-in.